Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm not very consistent posting on here, but I do appreciate you watching. I am back in Cardiff. I am actually going to unpack everything that you see there. So I thought I'll do it whilst just having a bit of a chat and just tell you what's new really. So like I said, I'm back in Cardiff. I have been pretty much living in Swansea for the last sort of 6 months. I am now single. So I moved all of my stuff out. I'm back here a couple of days ago really. It's Monday now and I moved everything on Friday, so I just couldn't face doing it over the weekend, and I had quite a bit on. So today is the day that I am going to unpack everything, and everything has worked out as it should be, and I truly believe that. It's very sad. Obviously breakups are hard and really difficult. Yeah, I can see it for what it is, and yeah, so that's that. I feel like I need to do a Q&A of some sort, because basically, when we broke up last year, I was planning on moving to Dubai. So I own this apartment where I live now, and I was gonna keep it, and I was gonna remortgage it to be a buy-to-let, and I was gonna rent it out or Airbnb or something like that, and move to Dubai. So I guess a lot of my friends are asking me now, are you gonna move to Dubai now that you're no longer together? And my sister has just had a baby, so the baby's only 7 weeks old. And I'm obsessed. And where I live, in a mile radius, is my dad, my sister, my nan, my cousins, and my friends. So literally in this one strip of road, more or less, in Cardiff, I'm in such close proximity to my family. And even though I've never felt a huge loyalty to Cardiff, I guess, I think that's the only way I can describe it, I know that I am just meant to be a free spirit. I've even got free spirit tattooed on me. But I think my plan is now, and this could change, because I change my plans like I change my fucking socks. I've got my home and my base in Cardiff. I want to spend a couple of months out of the year in Dubai. I want to spend a couple of months out of the year in America, whether that is New York. I'm going to New York a week today. Whether that is New York, LA, or Austin. My stepsister actually lives in Austin. This will be news to her, so if she's watching this. I want to go visit her, and a lot of the people that I love, online, live in Austin. I just feel like a sort of pull there, so I want to go explore that, and I want to enjoy being 31 with no kids, no dependents, nothing that's tying me here other than my house, which, like I said, is absolutely fine to rent out or Airbnb or whatever. And with my work and my team, they're amazing and they're fine, and everyone just cracks on with it. And I've really built this life for myself that I am so grateful for. And I do have the absolute freedom to do whatever I want. So I've just turned 31. And I'm 5 months post-op as well. I'm feeling really good. I'm back training again. I'm back to doing all my really healthy habits, and I feel good. Considering I'm 10 days out of a breakup, I feel okay. And I do think that spiritual side of me, that trusts in the universe. And I've always known that I was destined for this big, beautiful life, and I really do feel like I'm living it. I feel like my New York trip next week is going to be amazing for me. The things that I've booked, I've booked the US Open to watch the men's singles. I've booked to go see Lily Allen in Madison Square Garden. Funny story, so Lily Allen's album West End Girl came out the same time that we split up last year, and that album really got me through that breakup. It's sort of a man-hating album, and I just feel like that's a bit of a full circle moment. What are the odds she was playing in New York the same day I was there, and she's only doing one date as well. So I've booked that. I've booked a rooftop cinema. I've booked a Broadway show, and I just want to shop and walk and explore, and I really love New York. And I actually went to New York with my ex last year, and that's the first time I've ever been, so I almost want to rewrite my story there, and as much as I got really wonderful memories, and that probably was my favourite trip I've ever been on in my entire life, yeah, I'm gonna rewrite that narrative, you know? So without further ado, I've got quite a bit of stuff. It's the unpacking for me, do you get what I mean? It's the packing and the unpacking, and then I'm gonna have to pack again because I'm gonna have to go to New York. But then I'm thinking, I'm probably gonna shop loads when I'm in New York, so I actually don't want to buy too much stuff because I'm gonna need some room in my suitcase to take some stuff home. Also, I think the weather is fucking mental at the moment. Like one day it's 30 degrees and the next day it's tornado wind, so classic. I actually like have a bit of unpacking paralysis, you know, when you just like don't even know where to begin. So I think I'm just gonna start like box by box, room by room. So I'm just staring at the sunglasses box now, which is this room. This is where I keep my sunglasses. So maybe let's start there. So this room we're in now is like, used to be like my office, but I never ever used it as an office. So now I've sort of turned it into like a dressing room that's also bare because I don't really use it. If I turn you around, you can see it's like a makeup section. So I don't know, this room's a bit all over the place, but this is to clean my retainers. Oh, these are earrings that he bought me for my birthday. There you are. Okay. Okay, this sunglasses. This here's like a jewellery box. So we'll put that in. Oh god, there's so many sunglasses. I'm a sunglass holder. Okay, don't know what that is. And this is all mixed up with skincare. Okay. This is how many pairs of sunglasses I have. Is that normal? Okay, clearing out those like little boxes was actually a lot less painful than I thought. So what I'm gonna have to do now is get my suitcase out of the airing cupboard. Is anyone else's airing cupboard just a fucking shit show? Look, I've got Christmas decorations up there. God knows. I'm gonna have to get the suitcase out of here, put all like my holiday clothes in there. Right. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare, isn't it? I can't even see that. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a Christmas tree. Right. Okay, here's a small suitcase that might come in handy. Oh, I've got some bedding. Why have I got bedding in there? I don't even know what's in here. Oh, it's empty. Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's get these empty ones and then basically refill them with all the clothes that I'm not gonna wear for a while. Gosh, you know when you start something and you're like, why the fuck did I start this? So I also had to buy 40 new hangers. I had to buy 40 new hangers because all my hangers I left there because I didn't have enough room to like take 4 suitcases of clothes and the hangers, so I just thought I'll just buy new fucking hangers. So yeah, like I said, a lot of this is going to go into a suitcase of clothes that I don't really wear unless I'm in Dubai or something, and then a vintage pile. A lot of my stuff is going to go on vintage. It's all stuff that I've barely worn, to be honest, but as my body's changed so much, a lot of things just don't fit me anymore. I feel like this process is quite cathartic in a way. You know, it's just, you know, we're back here again, aren't we? But no regrets. No regrets, Jessie. I actually like hanging up all my gym wear in their matching sets because it makes me feel like really nice and organised. Sorry if you heard that buzzing noise in the background. I'm actually cleaning my retainers. Oh, gross. I actually am going to get my teeth done. So I'm talking to a dentist at the moment, and we're sorting out a sort of collaboration. And it looks like I'm going to get maybe like 8 composite veneers. Reason being is that I've got composite on these 2 teeth here, but this one is chipped, and it has been chipped since like November last year, and they was just chipping constantly. So I've changed dentists, and they've said it's because the composite is too thin or something, because it's just edge bonding basically. Big up Dusties, they're one of my clients. Oh god, guys, look at this, let me show you. Like this is what we're dealing with. Ugh. Okay, that's one small suitcase done. We've got a big one here. I'm actually listening to a podcast about how to make more friends as an adult, because one thing that I am guilty of is when I'm in a relationship, I'm all in, you know, I give every part of me. I give too much, to be honest, and that seems to be a recurring theme in my life. So one of my best friends who I've been friends with since school, Lauren, she used to live literally like a 5-minute drive away, and now she's moved to Bristol, so that's a bit sad. And then my best friend Shireen, she's getting married. I'm a maid of honour in a couple of weeks, and you know, she's only sort of like 20 minutes, half hour away. But you know what it's like when people are married? It's like, well, she's not married yet, but it's just like different friendship groups and stuff. And then I've got like a really small circle of friends. Like I hang out with my sister all the time. I've got people in the gym, but I really need to work on being a better friend, and finding new friends that are aligned with me and are aligned with you know, what I want to do in life. And yeah, so I need more friends basically. That's why, do you know what, I'm quite excited for New York, because I was like what was I going to say? I'm going to challenge myself to talk to somebody new every day, which I think will be amazing. So yeah, really want to do that, because I want to meet some new friends. And obviously I'm probably not going to be best friends with the people I meet in New York, because I won't be there very long. But yeah, I need to make more friends, man. And I think there's something as adults that maybe we don't like to admit. But, you know, that's why I absolutely love doing social media, because even like going through a breakup or going through anything, I've got such lovely people that follow me and have followed me. Some of them have followed me since I was on like 5,000 followers, like years ago. And it does feel like friends. Like my inbox is, you know, when I said that I was going through a breakup, my inbox was flooded, and it really does make me feel less alone. And look, I love my alone time. I really value my alone time. But especially now, because I've said this before, I don't want kids. Like, never have done. It's just not on my bingo card. I just don't want kids. I do think, like, what, God, when I'm older, what if like all my family are dead, and then am I just like going to be this old woman like on my own? Can't have any cats because I'm allergic to cats. I'll probably have a couple of dogs. Like, so I'm like, oh God, I really need to get more friends who are like my age that'll survive with me. Is that weird? Do you know what I'm looking forward to? Autumn. I'm such an autumn gal. I mean, obviously, you know I love going to Dubai and stuff. I love the sunny weather, and we've had an insane summer. I love the sunny weather when I've got access to a pool and the sea and things like that. Not everyday fucking life with no aircon. It's hell. But I hate the rain even more. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Can't wait. I'm such a jacket gal, you know. I can't wait to wear jackets again. I've got fucking loads of jackets, as you can see. This is my jacket wardrobe. And then we were meant to be going skiing in January, and then we're going to be going to Rome in March, and it's all that stuff. But I'm still going to go skiing in January, obviously not with him, but I'm going to go to Chamonix with another group, and I booked Tuscany for October. So you know me, I need a holiday. I can never stay in the UK for more than 5 weeks at a time, apparently. And it was funny because I did this whole thing I did a whole reel saying, oh, I'm locking in, I've cancelled all my holidays, which I did, to be fair. But I just hate being in the UK. As much as I love having routine and like eating all my own food that I cook and like being in the gym, I think like I'm just a traveller, just a gypsy in real life. Right, I've pretty much like smashed it. I've got so many odd socks though, that's the only thing. Oh, no, there we are. Right, that wardrobe is looking full, isn't it? So I've got my gym stuff hanging up here, and then I've got my other clothes here, and then in the other room, I've got like a dressing rail. I put all the new stuff I buy on that dressing rail because I've got ADHD, so I buy a lot of things, but then I forget what I've bought, and then I'll never wear it because I literally forget about it. So I was like, right, I'm going to put dressing rail with all the new stuff I've bought, so I can always just go in there and be like, oh, that's new, Okay, so this is like the new stuff that I've bought. It's looking... I've got my bloody walking pad there. I've got my vibration plate down here. This is all just like vinyls and stuff. That's for the bin. I haven't even started on the shoes. I've got another 2 bags of shoes here. That stuff can go back in the airing cupboard. And then this is what's happening here. So this is for the bin and for vintage. This is the case I'm going to take to New York, which is totally empty. This is a very full wardrobe, and that is summer clothes. Do you know what? I feel like I've done a pretty good job here. I feel like I've been hella productive, which is good. Okay, I'm done. It only took me like two to 3 hours, so I'm quite happy with that. So now I've cleansed my space. Well, I've not cleansed my space. I've put everything fucking back in my space. I've thrown out a couple of black bags of stuff. I've put away clothes that I'm not going to wear. The kitchen's nice and clean. My cleaner's actually coming tomorrow, so that's quite nice because she'll do all like the deep cleaning. I have a cleaner that comes once every 2 weeks, and she'll do things like take the bins out, like change my bed in, and then like deep clean the bathrooms and stuff, like all the shitty bits that I don't want to do basically. And she is absolutely amazing. I'm now going to just have a little sage of my apartment, and I'm going to get rid of that stagnant energy. I'm going to say some affirmations, and then I am going to take a shower because I feel a bit grimy, and then I'm going to go for a walk with my sister, so that'll be absolutely lovely. So this is what I do with sage. Always have windows open. So I've got my living room open here, and then I've got my bedroom open, so I'll give you a little tour if you want of my apartment. Bought myself flowers because why the fuck wouldn't I? This is like just a little space. It's such a girl pad, so I like to cleanse the sofa. And then my kitchen's in here. Why is that wonky? Kitchen's in here. I've got just popped a wash on as well. It's nice and clean. I've got my red light panel over here. I love my apartment's filled with these stunning posters. All my non-arc stuff there. Loads of books. Got fucking books everywhere. I've got more posters here, and I've got a poster here that says "Don't be a dick," which I like. This is my bedroom, so I'm going to sage in here. Another red light panel that I use in the shower. En-suite's in there, not much to see. I need to get that done. Again, more like Babe with the Power, my Leo sign. I've got a TV that I've actually never ever used in here. I don't actually like it because I don't like the EMFs. And then my wardrobe is in here. This is where I take all my selfies. Love that for me. Main bathroom's in there. Look, you're getting a little house tour. And then, like I said, this is my other room. So here, it's really important with saging, you like get the corners of the rooms. I swear my neighbours think I smoke weed. Get the corners, and I'll do the door. Corner, corner, corner. Corner, corner. and it just gets rid of any neggy juju and vibes. So I've lived in this apartment since I was, I'm going to sage myself a bit as well. So, and then once I'm done saging, which I'm not, I'll give it another run now once I've stopped filming. But I'll then go over it with Palo Santo. So saging gets rid of like the negative and stagnant energy, and then Palo Santo sort of like draws in the good. I know, if you think this is fucking weird, then whatever. But yeah, always make sure you've got a window open with the sage. And then I love the smell of Palo Santo. This stuff is lush. Yeah, and I feel like I'm very cleansed, and it's a very productive day I've had so far. Yeah, like I said, I bought this apartment actually in 2022. So good. And then again, I'm just gonna go around. I bought this apartment in 2022, so that's what, like 4 years ago. And do you know what? It's little. It's 2 beds, 2 baths, and you know, I bought this apartment before I was even self-employed, when I was on like 24 grand a year. God knows how I managed to get a mortgage, to be honest, because I was in debt and all sorts. I literally don't know how I managed to do that. And I was thinking of selling it and getting somewhere bigger, or I was thinking of renting it out and buying a second property. But for right now, it's my home, it's my base, and it gives me the freedom to travel, like I said, and go abroad and spend time there without like huge expenses, you know, because it's my mortgage is like really cheap. And yeah, so that is my plan. No pressure, no stress. Thank you if you've made it this far. It was really nice catching up, and if you've got any questions, maybe I'll do a Q&A in the next one, even though I think I've covered like a lot of the stuff here. So yeah, comment if you want to know anything, and onwards and upwards.